Hi everyone, Way 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle. Very active stretch of weather on the way for the next week or so. We got one weather maker coming through this evening into tonight. Rain, maybe a stronger thunderstorm, plenty of wind, and then turning much colder Monday with some snow showers. And as that cold pattern really takes hold here for the week ahead, we are going to have an opportunity for perhaps some impactful winter weather by the end of the coming work week. So a lot to get to. Let's jump into short term, what we're going to be looking at tonight into tomorrow. And there is that severe weather risk that does cover parts of the Deep South, including us here in the Tennessee Valley. The threat, though, remains highest back off to our west. We are only under a level 1 on a scale of 1 to 5 risk for some stronger thunderstorm activity, mostly I-65 corridor and to the west, heading through the evening hours. Won't rule out an isolated stronger thunderstorm that could produce some locally damaging wind, but again, we are not really set up for a significant severe weather threat here locally, but we'll keep an eye on that for you. Outside of any storms, it's going to be windy for everyone. Wind advisory in effect tonight and also through Monday, through mid-afternoon tomorrow. Gusts occasionally 30 to 40 miles per hour, and again, could be a little bit higher within some thunderstorm activity this evening. So I would recommend if tomorrow's trash day, maybe want to wait until first thing in the morning to set it out, just in case we get some strong wind gusts this evening coming through that might blow it down the street, and then you got a mess on your hands. All right, here's the latest with future radar. 9 o'clock this evening, we'll kind of be in the thick of all this active weather for tonight. Widespread rain and, again, some embedded thunderstorm activity. Temperatures, though, in the mid-50s, so that's one of the reasons why we don't have a more appreciable severe weather threat. That is kind of cool and not generally supportive of a widespread severe threat, so that is working in our favor. Midnight tonight, that round of heavier rain and embedded thunderstorm activity into Sand Mountain with improving weather, at least drier weather, out towards the shoals. And then later tonight into tomorrow morning, that's all out of here. And then it's just about the cold air. We dip into the 30s by tomorrow morning, and we will not get out of the 30s tomorrow afternoon. You do see a couple snow showers out there. I'm not expecting anything that would cause any sort of substantial accumulation for most of the area, but don't be surprised with this colder air continue to spill on in. In fact, noontime tomorrow, we're dropping back to around the freezing mark. Again, there'll likely be some flurries or some snow showers at times with that colder air. We will not recover tomorrow afternoon, so be prepared to bundle up as you head through your Monday. We get past tonight and tomorrow, and then we turn our attention to Friday, which is continuing to look like the possibility for a high-impact sort of winter weather event here in the Tennessee Valley. We've been kind of talking about this in recent days, also letting you know there wasn't a lot of consistency in the data, that it was a signal that was showing up, but nothing definite. Well, now as we're getting closer, we're starting to get a little bit of a convergence in some of that various data, which is keying in on the possibility for some wintry weather around here at the end of next week. A lot of that will depend on that big red L in the Gulf of Mexico and how far north that tracks. The more it stays close to the Gulf Coast or just offshore, the higher the likelihood that we will see accumulating winter precip around here. But again, that will be critical because you do see we're kind of right on the dividing line here in North Alabama. You head down Birmingham southward, it's probably warm enough there that it stays rainfall. So if there is a northward shift in this expected track of low pressure, that could certainly be a game changer for us in terms of winter weather impacts. But right now, we are anticipating that there could be some accumulations. Snowfall, that pink color that you see for part of the area, of course, that's your wintry mix. That would be sleet and snow mixed, maybe a little bit of freezing rain where temperatures stay at or below 32. But again, the track of that low pressure is critical, so I encourage you, please check back with us for updates as we head through the week ahead and we start to nail down exactly how much wintry precip we will pick up out of this and what sort of impacts that will have. Way 31 Storm Tracker 10-day looks like this, and other than a typically cold January pattern, we're stuck in the 30s all this week. We will make it back into the 40s next week, but that's still colder than average for this time of year. We've got our system coming through tonight, and again, the one on Friday. Those will be the primary weather makers. Coldest we get probably Wednesday night into Thursday morning, down into the teens for overnight lows. But if we get a little bit of a snowpack out there out of this by Friday, we could be looking at some colder temperatures, especially those nighttime lows heading into the coming weekend. So again, encourage you to check back with us for the latest updates as we get them. Next 2-3 days should be able to nail down pretty well accumulations and, again, likely impacts out of that winter weather threat for later in the week. Latest on your forecast always here on our website, waytv.com, also on your smartphones with the Way 31 Storm Tracker weather app. I'll be in this evening for Way 31 News at 10 o'clock, the very latest on what we've got going through this evening and what we expect for the end of next week in your forecast then. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday.